Hey everybody, welcome back to FTB, the mod pack where we feed beasts all the time. I don't see any beasts around, but if they were around, I'd be feeding them. Yeah. And the sun is setting, and maybe some beasts will appear if we, let the sun set, but we don't want beasts to appear. I mean, I know we should be feeding them, but, I kind of want them to starve to death. Just be like, yay, we're beasts. And I'll be like, no, I can only sleep at night. And I just take a look at the setting sun. I take a look at the setting sun. I type in some Z's. I don't know. You guys probably don't want to hear me sing. That's probably like, ugh, Roth, why are you singing? You're just like singing over and over. Okay, so last time, and I kind of started saying last time in a weird voice, and I stopped, so I don't know what that's all about. But last time we were making sand automated, and this is a terrible system, guys. I'm sorry, but it is. Wait, why am I? I don't know why I'm sorry to you guys. I should be sorry to myself, because, I built it. But this is completely and utterly terrible. Because it just is. So, we have to rethink this design here. So, if you remember, we put a bucket in here. And right, and the problem was it got pulled out before doing the thing, and I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll just put a lever here, that'll work. And we've got this messy, horrible access panel that's like down there, and like, oh yeah, let's go flip like 10 million levers every time we do this. Like, no. So then that should fill up, I think. Yeah. And then we go down there and we turn that on. And then we get back up. And then, oh yay, it's pumping out. Yay, it's fun. And then, yay, we've got sand. And honestly, flipping all those levers, it kind of ruins the point of it being automated. Click one thing at the most. And then when you click one thing, it should make a bunch, not just one. So I think that I want to start doing some RedPower to help me with this, because this machine is from RedPower, but we're going to do a little more RedPower, get some infrastructure. I love that word. It's like structures, but they're so small. Infra. I guess that's what infra means. So I don't know. What should I do? Should I build another level? Yeah, we're going to have a sub basement. That's the RedPower level. All right, so I'll be right back once I've start doing some RedPower stuff. Well, speak of the devil here, guys. We've got a nice thing from RedPower. This is marble, and that is a world generation thing from RedPower. I think I might have explained RedPower, but it does a bunch of things. Mainly, it focuses around redstone, but it's got tons of machines for automation. It even has some world gen, like marble. It's nice. It looks nice. It's not too useful. Yeah. So I'll be right back once I mine out an area. Oh, no, wait. Speak of the devil is a really weird expression, because you say it when, you're talking about something and then it happens, or, you're talking about someone and they show up. And you're like, oh, yeah, speak of the devil. And then I need torches. But wouldn't you, want to, not speak of the devil? Because, you say, I don't have any coal over here. I feel like if I leave this for too long, monsters will spawn, and I'll just seal it back up. Or I'll make it, 1 block high. There we go. Okay. So, anyway, speak of the devil. Because then if you spoke of the devil, then, he'd show up, and then you don't really want the devil to show up, as far as I know. So, I think it would be a bad idea to speak of the devil when that happens. So, this expression should be, speak of, if you want to go the religious route, speak of God, and then God shows up. Would you want God to show up, though? Because then he'd probably, smite you. I don't know. I'm not really religious, so I don't really know how any of that works. All right, coal. I had 1 torch, but I'm going to need more than that anyway, so we'll just grab a bunch. But for me, I'd be like, oh, speak of a brand new computer with like a turbo graphics card and like an 8-core processor and like 14 gigabytes of RAM. And people just be like, and then people just look at me and be like, you're a nerd. And I'll be like, I know. But it's what I do. Alright guys, I'll be right back once. Ooh, I can use this thing because it's nice and fast. Well, yeah, I'll be right back once I clear out an area for my RedPower room. Oh no, guys, this is terrible. This is showing. We can't have that. That's ugly. So we're just going to cover it up with marble because that will look natural, not like cobblestone. And we're just going to dig one layer deeper. Dun-dun. Alright, guys, so we've got a nice room here, empty and ready for doing stuff with. So the first thing that we're going to need to do with RedPower is probably make an alloy furnace, which needs bricks, and I don't think I have any clay. And who knows, maybe there's some way to get clay. I doubt it, though. Clay. Red cobblestone becomes clay. You can do a lot of minium stoning to it. And philosopher stoning. You can smelt sludge. I'm not going to get sludge anytime soon. You can compress clay dust, which comes from bees. Bees are definitely coming in the extreme near future. I'm a big fan of bees, personally. Okay. Okay. So, unless I happen to have some red cobblestone, which I know comes from some weird red biome, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. So, I think I need to find some clay. So, I'm going to go on an adventure. And I'll be right back. Alright guys, I did not have to travel far at all to find clay. I didn't have to travel far, but it took me a while because I've spent forever looking at the bottom of this lake. Just kind of doing that. Yeah, so that's not going to be enough clay. So is there any more is the question. No, I don't want to drown. Okay. So I'm just going to see if there's more clay. And I guess I'll be right back again. Alright, getting this clay was kind of annoying, so I had to come up with an unorthodox method. But now I'm heading back to my house. You can see that this is the thing where we live because we've got nice poopy water. I might want to move at some point. I don't know. Probably not. I like living in a wasteland. I don't, but I don't feel like moving. So you can see our house just over there. I set a waypoint in case I had to go far, but I didn't have to go far. So we're just going to smelt these into bricks. You know the drill. And I guess I'll just be right back in. I'm just cutting so much. Oh my goodness. I'm also very low on hunger. That could potentially be an issue. I'm just low on everything except some certain things. Certain things I'm not low on, so I don't even know why I said I'm low on everything, because I'm really not. I just need some wood, and I've already got more wood than I need, but, you know, I'm about to, like, die of hunger, but, I'm just saying a lot, so that makes you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, because Ooh, how convenient. That was very convenient. I'd also like a sapling. And our bricks are done. Nice, round, even half stack of them, because that's exactly what we're going to need. Because we are going to make an alloy furnace. I think I already said that, so I kind of said it like it was so cool, and you guys are like, so this is an alloy furnace. It's kind of got a weird little face on it, which you might be able to see in more detail once I place it down. So let's just take a little good old look at it, and whoa, it's kind of dark. Let's put a thing on it. Light it up. That's weird. I don't like it being on its face. But yeah, you can see it's got a weird little face there. And this guy is kind of like a combination of a crafting table and a furnace. I mean, it has its own unique recipes. So it's not like it combines both those things, but in a way it kind of is, because you put in like a recipe and then you smelt it. So that's how an alloy furnace works, because it makes sense because you're kind of like making alloys. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to do from RedPower is make a project table, which is just a nice crafting table. It's kind of like an upgrade to the crafting table. Like, you're lame over there, that guy. And that's why I have another crafting table. I mean, I could just upgrade that one. I don't need to keep that one, but, just for old time's sake. I mean, he's been my buddy for a while. Just for old time's sake, we'll keep him around. So I believe to make this, I'm not sure if I need 3 or 4, but we shall see very soon. And the sun may indeed be setting. So let's just craft ourselves a project table. And I'm not sure I remember the recipe exactly, but you know. Oh, that's it. Right the first time. So we just got to run back to our house just with the speed of light because I can't sprint. That's good. I need to move my... I'm moving my bed. I can only sleep at night. Alright, well, I'm just going to bring this with me, and then I'm going to sleep over here. This is scary. I'm spending the night in a new place. I'm not used to sleeping away from home. But I don't have to, because this is my new home. I'm just going to hold a sword in case something attacks me while I'm sleeping. I'm not sure if that can happen, actually. I think it can. Alright, we seem to be somewhat safe. So, yes. What was I doing? Project table, right. So what a project table does, I don't know how to demonstrate it because I don't really have anything to craft at this moment. But basically, if you can imagine, let's just use furnaces as an example. I can, if I had more, I do have more cobblestone. So I could click here and craft it, and it wouldn't take away the recipe. It would just use from here until this all runs out of buffer space. And you can just store stuff in there. So basically, if you're like working on something, and like you're just like, oh, I forgot something, you can just kind of like, I think of this as kind of like you're in the midst of a project table. You get it, like the midst of a project and as a project table. Yeah. You know, I feel like when I'm trying to make a bad joke, I kind of like stutter a bit, and I do that on purpose. It's not just like weird. So like, do you get it? It. Okay, so what was I talking about? Okay, that probably gave you a seizure. Okay, so alloy furnaces, right? We need redstone for we need redstone and iron to make our first alloy. And I think I actually might be out of redstone because I forgot to go mining. So actually, why don't I do a spot of mining? I'm going to jump off a cliff too. Yeah. So I'm just going to jump off a cliff and then do a spot of mining, and I'll be right back. I'm back. I did a little bit of mining. I got lots of nice and shiny things, but I did get the nicest and shiniest thing of all. Lapis. Yeah. But as you can see, I got plenty of other nice things. But I just put a waypoint here because I am done mining and I wanted to remember to come back here so I can resume my mining. But I also did find something else that's very nice besides lapis. I mean, not nearly as nice, but there it is. First diamonds of the series. And some iron along to go with it. It's just like, hey, I'm iron, you know. I'm just chilling next to these diamonds. They're shiny and I'm just kind of dull and yellow. Or what color? I mean, iron is like grayish silvery, like the ingot, and then like the ore is like tan. It's kind of weird, but you know, I guess it kind of makes sense. I think iron is like a little bit that color when it's like something. I don't know. But I am getting a little bit low on the old hunger bar there. So let me just make sure there's no lava under there. And yes. And it's just like flowing there, being nice and chill. Like to be very cautious with my diamonds, almost as cautious as I am with lapis. If you guys couldn't tell, I really like my lapis. Which you might not know if you haven't been watching my videos for a while, but if you know me, you're like, yeah, Roth is like, he practically like changed his name to like the Lapis Man. 'Cause yeah. So, just I think these diamonds are safe. There's actually quite a bit of them. Do I have the inventory to collect these things? I do. Now do I have inventory to collect diamonds? I hate you, gravel. Goodbye. So watch. Bam! It's diamonds. Alright. So, just wanted to show that on camera because those things are nice. And I'm just wrapping up my mining expedition. There was just some noise downstairs and it sounded like a creeper, so I freaked out. But it wasn't. So I'm going to return to the surface, and I will be right back with my loot. Alright guys, this is somewhat intense here. Thankfully I'm not on hard. At least I think I'm not. Easy, I'm going to be on normal. And I'm just down all the way here. Down on health, down on hunger. And this guy thinks he's going to get the better of me. But I can't make it out to my actual house where my bed is. So I'm just going to have to let this guy chill there all night. I just found in my chest that I had a whole bunch of rotten flesh. And yes, I know my inventory is full. I just tossed out some dirt. And it makes a nice snack. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but keeps my strength up. And how are we coming on the daytime factor? Not well, it would appear. Rotten snack. I am now at full health and hunger. So, the sun's rising anyway. But I was just going to go out and face the night. Geez, these guys do a lot of damage. So, yay, another rotten flesh to add to my collection. But, you know, here I am, and where'd all the monsters go? Weird. But we can head over to my house. We're just going to sleep for a few seconds here. And in game time, I guess it's like probably like 1 hour sleep, maybe 2, 1.5, somewhere in that range. But now it's daytime and things are burning and everything's happy. And Endermen are teleporting. Let's not look at him. Let's just go collect their stuff as they burn to death. Yeah, look at them. He's just kind of like burning so much. Oh, that one's got golden armor. He's not burning. And that creeper is not burning because he's just a creeper. Wait, I thought I saw a creeper. Curiouser and curiouser. Probably just despawned. That's not curious at all. Alright, let's just kill this little golden armor guy. Maybe he'll even drop his shiny armor. Bam! Oh. Was it just me or did he run really fast? That was probably just me running fast. Oh, just die! Just die. Alright. So I'm already down on hunger. Like I said, rotten flesh is not the best food source in the world. But now we have survived the night and we've got billions upon billions of resources. Which may be a slight exaggeration. Just a disclaimer. So I think some wood would be a good thing. Wood would be a good thing. And we're going to make a resources chest. Let's just put those in there. Not on the floor. It's a bad place for diamonds to be. But let's just create a little chest of rune here. I don't know why I call things runes. I don't know why I'm making all my chests separate. I just like to have each one a different thing, I guess. Alright, so let's just dump my mining resources in here. Like, I'm not going to put gunpowder or arrows in there and stuff like that. So, if I haven't explained any of these ones that are like mod related, I'm probably not going to get to that until I actually start using them. So, okay. I actually think I do want to start processing these because I've got my nice processing plant and this thing's probably nice and fully charged because of my nice solar panels. So I'll be right back once I do just a little bit of ore processing. As I said, I did get plenty of redstone, which is the whole reason I went down there. And I can now start getting started with RedPower. And to do that, we're going to want to make something called red alloy. Sounds fancy, right? So, I don't know how efficient this alloy furnace is when it comes to fuel. I'll just use one piece of coal. I mean, I'm not crazy high on coal, but it can't hurt to like waste one piece. I know it sounds, you're like, is this Roth we're talking to? It can't be. But, no. So, basically, I said this kind of acts like as a combination of a smelter and a furnace, and a crafting, and it has its own specific crafting thingamabobs. So if this does 8, as I said, it'll need 8 iron, because one recipe requires 1 iron and 4 redstone. And do I need how I forget how much one thing makes. I don't know, I don't know. We'll go 8. We'll go 8. It can't hurt. We don't have plenty of redstone, but we'll roll with it. So we're just going to smelt it up, You can always get more redstone. It's not the most rare thing in the world. And before you know it, we'll have tons and jillions. We'll have more than we know what to do with. Oh, yeah. So each ingot only needs 1. So I am glad I did 8. So red alloy ingots. These things are magical and loving. And what you can do with them, if I take a look with pressing the U key, and stands for uses. You know, I always knew that U stood for uses, but I just thought of it. Maybe when you do R to see how something's crafting, that stands for recipe. So yes, you can make all those things. We'll get into these later. Boy, why do they have to show these first? So many of these things. Here we go. You can make red alloy wire, which is like redstone wire, except it's better. Yeah. So you actually need 3 to make 1. So there's 3. There's 3. But now what are we going to do with our 2? We're still left with 2. But at least we have wires to show for our work. So yay, these things are great. They're fan-freaking-tastic. Now the other thing that comes with RedPower, besides wiring, are compact logic gates. If you know anything about redstone, you probably know what a logic gate is. And if you don't know about redstone, then you're about to find out what a logic gate is. So yeah, that did use all of that. So if we take a look, we can type in gate. Just remember, I'm not cheating. And we've got NOR gates and OR gates and NAND gates and AND gates and all kinds of stuff. And the one that we're looking for is actually actually kind of forget. I think I want a sequencer. Not positive on that. So we've got this weird complicated recipe here. Got cathodes and thingies. So the components for any sort of gate is stone wafers, which comes from smelting smooth stone, which is smelted cobblestone. So you're just like smelting all over the place, you know? Smelting. So 2 stone wafers. We're going to need more than that. So let's just throw our cobblestone in, then re-smelt it. And then once it's re-smolten maybe, I don't know, we shall be right back. We have our little wafers cooking up here. If you didn't notice, you do get 2 wafers per thingy thing. And I also dug down a new sub-basement here. I mean, at this rate, I'm just like, oh, I want a new thing. Let's just dig another basement. We'll just be like, below bedrock and into the void, Roth, the void master. I don't know. So, but basically this room will be much bigger in the future probably. And it will house all sorts of like miniature contraptions I want to make. Such as this one. I mean, I don't want that in my home room, and it's really messy, and I'm just looking at it, I'm already thinking about how I want to reorganize it and how I can make it compact and better. And probably I'll just move what I have between the next episode, or at least dismantle it and like rebuild it down here. And any build that's really big and has like a huge purpose, it's not going to go in there. That's just like my miniature contraption room. So what we can use these wafers for is a variety of things, and they're pretty much all components to gates. So a component is just the raw wafers, and then a simple one is just, the simplest one, if we take a look here, if we used U for uses. Well, that is really fun to say it like that. You guys try that, like uses. So there's stone wire, that's a component. Stone anodes, that's a component. Cathodes, pointers, and red wire, which is with one of these things, and then all the rest ones are gates, except that's silicon chips and stone bundles. We'll get into all, and then a bunch of gates, which if you're a redstoner, you probably know a lot more of those than I do, even without knowing the mod, because they are all real gates that can be built with real redstone. At least I think they are. So yeah, what do we need for this one? We need cathodes, which requires some redstone trotches, and I did collect some wood, if you didn't notice, which I needed to build those ladders. And what the heck am I doing? How many do I need? I think I need 5, because I also need one for the pointer. Perfect. And then 4 of those need to be cathodes. See? Yes, they're cathodes, not anodes. And the last one needs to be a pointer, which is just a stone on top. Don't you feel like the stone should be like under the torch or maybe next to it? It just feels weird that it's like on top, you know? Where'd I get all that cobblestone? Oh, right, from digging out the sub-basement. And I was like, what? Where did that come from? Just losing my own mind. Why'd I say my own mind? Like losing my own mind as opposed to like losing someone else's mind. Just someone like lends me their mind and they like come to get it back and I'm like, sorry, I lost it. And then they're just like really mad at me, but then they forget because they're dumb and they don't have a brain. So yeah, that's the story of why you shouldn't lend me your brain. Probably just going to use it for like some diabolical purpose anyway. So sequencer, I'm pretty sure that's what I want. So yeah, we've been getting started with RedPower. There's so much to RedPower, you wouldn't believe it. And with all this contraption just to make glass. But this, at least in my mind, is what FTB is about, creating complicated contraptions. And yeah, they're fun. They're fun-tastic. So I was ore processing. So also tech and ore processing is a big part of it. Whoa, we got a lot of iron dust. Why'd I say it like that? I was like, a lot of iron dust. And what should we process next? I don't know. How about gold? That sounds fun. Sounds fun. You know, we probably have gold at the other place too. So I don't know. This one might be a little bit short for FTB because they're longer, but I don't know. I like to keep them like 20 to 30 minutes, like around in the middle, around 25. So let's just grab all this stuff, grab some ores that need to be processed. Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to process. So between the next episode, I'm going to dismantle that. Maybe I'll do that on camera, but I doubt it. But what I'm definitely doing off camera is processing jillions of ores. So I hope you guys enjoyed me just feeding beasts all day, because we totally did that. We're just like feeding beasts all day. And I don't know what all that was about, but I shall see you later, guys.